Disgusting. Let's make this guy equal to u. 1 minus 4x squared. So one of the things I do when I'm trying to figure out what my u is going to be is I take the derivative of it in my head and I try to see if I can see that in the integrand. So like, for example, this integrand can be rewritten. It can be written like this. 1 over 1 minus x or 4x squared and then times x dx. So you see how I took the x out of the numerator? If I take the derivative of this, I'm going to get an x, and then I'll have an x dx. So let's do our derivative really quick so you guys can see it too. All right, I'm taking the derivative of this whole thing with respect to x. That would give me du dx equals the derivative of 1 is 0. The derivative of this guy is negative 8x, and so I move this dx over here. And now I see my x dx. I do not see a negative 8, though, up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that negative 8 by multiplying both sides by a negative 1/8. And now I can see clearly what I'm subbing in for the x dx. Negative 1/8 du equals x dx. So I'm subbing out this guy, and I'm subbing out this guy. And I'm putting in the respective equation friends. I don't know how to say that. Equation relationships. Stop trying to make up stuff. Okay. Integral 1 over the square root of u. And then I'd get to take out this x dx and just put in times negative 1 over 8 du. Now this negative 1 over 8 I'm going to put out in front. So we have a negative 1/8. And then I have a u raised to the negative 1/2 du. Yes, I hope you saw that. I made a little shortcut. The square root of u is u to the 1/2. Well, I moved that guy up so that he's not a fraction anymore. And now the antiderivative just became that much easier. And so when I add a 1 to this, I'm going to add 2 over 2. And then I divide by my result. What is negative 1/2 plus 2 over 2? It is 1/2. Okay, now I cross these guys out because I did my antiderivative. I have negative 1/8 times. That's going to be u raised to the 1/2 divided by 1 over 2. Guys, if I multiply by the reciprocal of 1/2, what do I get? You don't know? Nobody knows. U to the 1/2 times the reciprocal, instead of dividing, the reciprocal of 1/2 is just 2 over 1 or 2. So this has a 2 right here, and that's gone. And now I have to distribute out that negative 1 over 8. So we have 2 square root of 2, or u, and then that'll be over 8. And then I have a new c. Now, I'm not labeling my c's, which is very dangerous when we start doing differential equations, but I'm just going to keep rolling with this. The last thing I do is I'm going to simplify the 2 and the 8, and then I have to plug in what u equals. I got to plug the x's back in. So we have a negative, let's pull out the 1/4. Negative 1/4 square root of 1 minus 4x squared. I did that because that's what u is. I took the u out and I put what u is. U is 1 minus 4x to the second power. And then I have plus c, and then I'm done.